Welcome back to Yo's Kitchen. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. Y'all hungry? I hope so, because today we're cooking. We're cooking chicken paws, aka chicken feet. Now, this is the first time I am actually trying to cook these chicken feet, and I have been pretty interested in making this happen, but I'm a very textural eater. I'm not a big fan of gelatinous style foods, but I do like the gristle on the chicken. And chicken feet seem to have a combination of the two, so I think I am going to be okay. Now, we do need a few items. As you can see here, you are going to need some cornstarch and some flour because we're going to make a dredge to actually fry these in. I am using peanut oil because peanut oil does do better in higher temperature heating if you are actually frying or deep frying anything. Peanut oil, grapeseed oil, oils that can withstand higher temperatures. You're going to need an onion, you're going to need some salt, you're going to need about 10 teeth cloves of garlic. Now, not that much for what it is that I'm going to show you, but we are going to split that between the sauce that I'm going to tell you about now. You're also going to need some chicken bouillon, some black pepper, some red pepper flakes, and some bay leaves. Obviously, your chicken feet, and we are going to make a sweet chili dipping sauce. I love sweet chili sauce. And I have a very simple recipe that I want to share with you. You are going to need some white granulated sugar if you want to use a sweetener. I'm not sure how honey will do, but a more natural sweetener, and like agave, you're more than welcome to. But we are using sugar. We have some ginger, ketchup, and we also have some rice vinegar. Now, unfortunately, my Publix did not have dried chilies, dry Thai chilies. Whatever type of chili it is that you like, that you enjoy, you're more than welcome to do so. Use the same type of configuration with the ingredients, just the chilies of your choice. What I had to do was get a chili paste. It's going to work just as good, but I can't give you the whole, like the authentic feel of the chili flakes, not the chili flakes, the actual dried chilies in the sauce, but we are gonna try to accomplish that as best as we can, and also include some red pepper flakes just for the visuals so that you can see what's going on. You're also gonna need some cornstarch for your sweet chili sauce. That is going to be your thickening agent to actually bring that in together. So with that being said, our chicken feet have been washed, scrubbed, and cleaned, but I have not done anything else. I'm gonna walk you through that process. So with that being said, let's clean some feet. Now, as I was cleaning these chicken paws, I cleaned it with salt, vinegar, as well as some baking soda. As you can see, these chicken paws do have nails, so I'm gonna cut those nails off, and there's a few of this tendon stuff going on, so I'm gonna cut that off just so everything can be uniform and nice. I am going to use some some chicken shears to do so. And if you notice right here, there's almost like a little wedge here. It almost looks like these are made to cut these chicken toenails off. So I am just going to clean this up just because I don't want to see it. I mean, you don't have to, but I am going to cut that off. And I am going to cut the fingernails off as well. Like so, and like so. Let's put that back over here. Now, another thing, as I was cleaning, I did notice that right here in the palm of the foot, it seemed like it had some, like this one here, you can see it a little bit better. It almost like it had something on there, something actually grounded into the skin, and with that, I did scrub. I got a smooth edge knife, and I did scrub that off. As you can see, it looks like it's almost, the skin is peeled off because I was a little aggressive in peeling that off. So this is what your clean foot should look like so. Fingernails off, palm of your foot is clean, and just for looks, the tendons are gone. That is how I'm gonna do mine. We're gonna do that again with this other foot here. Cut off them toenails. No. And I am going to clean this top up like so. And we are going to continue to do that with the rest of our paws, aka chicken feet. Y'all, I don't think I have been this excited to actually try something different. Since I cooked the cow tongue meal, I was like, you know what, girl, you need to expand and broaden your taste buds and try different things. Like I said, I would never yuck your yummy. At least try it one time to say that I don't like it. And that is what I'm doing here. And who don't like fried? I think everything is good fried. So this should be very, very good. Like so. So you're gonna do that. This is about 1.5 pounds of chicken feet, I guess, depending on how many of them you want or trying to eat. Now, I do know this is a lot of cartilage and probably a piece of bone actually like right in this area. What I do hear too, that this is full of collagen. So ladies, if you need some extra collagen in your life, get you some chicken feet. Well, gentlemen too. So I don't see why this would not be a very beneficial meal. I don't know about meal, but snack for sure. And we might have to stew it or something sometime and try it that way. So yeah, let me finish this up and I will show you what I'm gonna do next. Okay, you are going to need a whole onion. You don't have to chop it up. You just want it in, at least big enough so that you can pull it out because we're not gonna use it. Now, your chicken feet, AKA chicken paws, they have been washed, cleaned, nails clipped, and tendons cut. I like to have my stuff very uniform. So this is a very nice uniform situation here with our chicken feet. But before we go on to continuing with our onion and garlic, I am going to put my chicken feet into the pressure cooker and we are going to pressure cook this for 45 minutes to an hour. I get it nice and tender because that is the only way I can see where this would be actually pleasurable to eat, because like I said, it's nothing but cartilage and bone in this pot. So we have our whole onion. We are going to drop that into our pressure cooker. Well, you know what, let's do half an onion because it's really not that much, that many paws in here. So we're going to go with half of an onion. I am going to go in with 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 9 cloves of garlic. You don't have to chop them up, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to apply pressure, break them down so that we can get all of those flavors going. Damn, and I lost one. All those flavors going, so instead of 9, we got 8 now, but it's all good. Just smash it to start releasing those yummy oils, like so. Set that there. We don't need that piece of garlic, piece of onion. So we're going to add our garlic into our pressure cooker. I am going to get a few bay leaves, the wholest pieces that I can get. You would want to have at least 3 whole pieces, nice size leaves. So that's 4, maybe 5 little leaves. I am going to go in with some allspice, and I always end up getting one that is not open. Allspice, about that much. Now this is going to start the seasoning process of these chicken feet. I'm going to put some salt. I'm going to put some black pepper. As much or as little as you like. Season your food to your liking. And I'm going to season mine to my liking. black pepper. I am gonna go in with some powdered chicken bouillon. I'm gonna put in about that much. Maybe a little bit more. Plus that. And you want to cover your chicken feet with water. You don't want them to be, they are completely submerged, but you have to be careful with how much water you're gonna put in your pressure cooker, especially with the type of meats that you're cooking. Chicken yields a lot of liquid. I'm not sure if these chicken feet are going to yield liquid, but I want to be aware that it could. So I have it covered right to the top, covering the chicken feet like so. So that is what that looks like. Let's give this a little stir. Like so. I am going to cover this up. Like so. And we are going to turn this on to pressure cook for on high for, let's go 45 minutes high. Ready? Let's seal and let's give it time to cook. While we do that, while we're waiting on this, we're gonna clean up and I'm gonna show you how to make that spicy sweet chili sauce. All right, so now let me show you a quick and easy, you may already know, but I'm gonna show you a quick and easy way to peel ginger. As you can see, it's gonna be quite difficult for you to get all through there, but if you use a spoon to just gradually peel that skin back, like so, you can get you a nice, clean piece of ginger without wasting a lot of that ginger. So you're gonna need 2 teaspoons of ginger as well. So I'm just gonna clean this up like so. Just go all the way around it. Get into the little crevices and creases and all that good stuff with that spoon. Oh, this ginger smells so good. I can eat a piece of this just as is. Ginger is very good for your digestive system. If you're not too familiar with it, you should get familiar with it because it has a lot of health benefits. All right, so I'm not gonna worry about the tops like so because I'm gonna just cut those off, but you do wanna get in between the fingers of that ginger. And when I say the fingers, this is what I'm meaning right here, like so. And if you leave a little bit on, it's not a big deal. It won't be the end of the world. Okay. And just like that with a spoon, we have successfully and quickly peeled a little hand of ginger. Let's get this out of the way. We are going to finely chop up this ginger for our sweet chili sauce. Like so. Just because it's a root, it's going to be a little stiffer, but do your best in trying to get all of those pieces as uniform as possible because you don't want to have bigger pieces, smaller pieces. You're finding yourself biting pieces that are just way too big. So you just take the time and make it as uniform and as even. You will not regret the fact that you took your time to do so. All right, so this is about 2 heaping teaspoons of ginger. Now we are just going to stack these up like so and just chop that down the bed. Or if you even have a food processor, just put it in the food processor and blend it up. But I like ginger, so I don't mind having those pieces of ginger in that sauce. So just chop that down as fine as you can. And you should be looking something like so. Now you can go back and rough chop that, but I'm just giving you an idea of how that should be looking. Got a couple more pieces. Looks like I have a little bit more than 2 teaspoons. Chop that up. Chop over that. And we're gonna get 2 more pieces. We're not gonna use this because then I think we'll be going overboard. We are going to do the same with our garlic. We're gonna finely chop this garlic as well. Now garlic is not as firm as the ginger, so going through it will be a lot easier for you. And again, we'll just rough chop it and then we'll come in and give it a nice quick chop to break that up. Let's get this sweet chili sauce together. Now, whether it go with my fried chicken feet or not, I don't know, but I am going to make it. All right, so you're going to need 1 cup of water. You are going to need 1 cup of rice vinegar. Now this is sodium free and sugar free. You do have some that is sweet and tangy, but I just wanted to get a plain rice vinegar for this, but you can choose whatever it is that you want. So you're gonna need a cup of this as well. Like such. You're going to add that into your water, or add that with your water. And we are going to start to really melt down the sugar. So to this, while this starts getting into a boil, I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. Now here you can use your artificial sweeteners or whatever it is that you want to choose besides the granulated white sugar. Again, I don't know how honey's gonna do, but you can use an agave or a stevia or something of that sort and get that accomplished. Now we are going to cook this sugar down before we go any further. This has to cook down first. Medium heat, because this is sugar and I don't want that sugar to burn. So just keep stirring it up until that sugar is nicely dissolved. And you can pretty much look at it and see we're almost there. Keep stirring that sugar up until that is done. Now, once we get this sugar melted, we are going to let this come to a boil, so that we can get the flavors and stuff extracted from our ginger and our garlic. All right, so you're gonna keep stirring this up until that sugar is nicely dissolved. Now you don't have to make it this big. You can half the recipe so that you can, if you just wanna try it first. Just half the recipe so you don't have so much left over. But I enjoy it, so this is why we get this as much as we do. All right, as you can see, our sugar is nicely dissolved. Now I am going to let this come to a medium boil, and I am going to add, what did I get this for? I am going to add in my 2 teaspoons of garlic, and I am going to add in my 2 teaspoons of ginger. You can add more or less. Remember, this is just a blueprint. You do what you want, fix it how you like it. And give this a stir. Now we are going to let this come to a boil, and when we come back we will continue and finish that sauce. We are getting ready to start a boil up here. So before that actually gets into a roaring boil, I am going to add my ketchup. So we got a teaspoon. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of ketchup. 2 teaspoons of ketchup. Let's get this ketchup off of there. I am going to add a little bit of red pepper flakes just because my chili paste, I'm going to show you in a minute, I just want to be able to see those. Now, if that's all you have, you're more than welcome to use that red pepper flakes. And I am going to take a teaspoon of our roasted red chili paste. Now, depending on how hot you want this is how you are going to conduct yourself in the fashion that you conduct yourself with this is how hot it's going to be. So we have a good amount of sugar in there. We've added red chili flakes, so I am not going to go any further. Now, if you had dry chilies, it probably would have been 4 or 5 chilies, and probably would have been enough. Now we're going to whisk this up. Break down everything we got going on in here. Like so. We are going to allow this to come to a roaring boil because I need everything to be incorporated nicely. And right before we get ready to take this off of the stove, we are going to add the cornstarch. Now, I'm not going to add the cornstarch directly to the hot liquid because I do not need it to curdle. I need it to be nice and smooth when I'm adding the cornstarch slurry to it. So let's do that now. So here I have 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I am just going to add a little bit of water to it to get the slurry going before we add that to our chili sauce. Make sure it's broken down and well mixed, like so. We're not going to put this in right now. We are just going to set this aside until we let this go for about 5 minutes. Just make sure your cornstarch is dissolved properly. Now that we have accomplished the boil, I am going to turn this down to low and get this simmering and just a little cool before I add that cornstarch. I don't want it to cool off all of the way, but I don't want it to be as hot as it is right now. So I'm going to let this simmer for another few minutes. Add that cornstarch, and then we can let that sit until we're almost done. 20 minutes left. Yes. Okay, we got this at a simmer, low heat. So I am going to now add my 2 teaspoons of cornstarch slurry that I have added some water to. Make sure it is nice and smooth. Do not put any lumps in there, okay? All right, so that is nice and smooth. And I am going to add that in. I'm going to take it all because you're going to need it all. Like such. Let's get this stirred in. And now that cornstarch is going to thicken this up once we let this cool down. So I'm just going to turn that off because I think we've had enough heat. Take it off of the stove and give it a moment. For our batter, I am going to do a 1/2 cup of flour, a 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Now if you're wondering what is the measurements for the cornstarch flour situation, it's 50-50, equal parts for both. You just got to make sure that you sift it well so that it's all combined. And of course, I can't get this in. Oh, cheese yolk. All right, 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Now, before I actually add the water, I am going to sift it and make sure that it's combined. And I am going to, listen, You must season your flour. I don't care what it is that you're doing, you must season it. I'm going to use some Tony's Saturates just for some color and some seasoning and taste, rather. And I'm going to mix this up before I add the water and make sure everything is nicely combined. Now we are going to go in with that water. We have mixed this half a cup of flour, half a cup of cornstarch, a hit of Tony Saturates, and I'm gonna go in with some water. Now, judge it. Do not go in too quickly with too much water because you can add, but you can't take out. So gradually add your water in. And you want to have it a nice, smooth consistency. Right now we have not accomplished that yet, so we are going to need some more water. Like so, keep stirring or whisking. Keep whisking that in. Get your everything from the edges. Whisk, 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 whisk. I only used a half a cup because we don't have that many chicken paws, chicken feet. Keep whisking until it's nice and smooth. 45 minutes on high in the crock pot, and it smells amazing and it looks so good. Look at our paws, our chicken feet. I think they're ready to be fried. They smell so good. Yeah, I think we did it with this one, y'all. We're gonna find out how it tastes. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Let's get this out of here and head to the stove. Surprisingly quickly. So now I am going to dredge them and put them in the hot oil. So I'm just gonna put a few in at a time. Now this dredge is flour cornstarch with some Tony Saturates. Please season your dredge because I don't know, it's just what you should do. If not, it ain't gonna taste like nothing. Although we season the water, you still want to accomplish that. Now, let's put one in. Very nice. Let's go for number 2. Now, these are already cooked, so we just want to make these golden brown. And we are going to go for a double fry as well to make sure that they are extra crispy. Ooh, this looks so good. Now what y'all doing here? Y'all jumbled up together? Yes, y'all did. We'll get them separated in a second. Let's get the rest of these in. And the last one. Give these a few minutes. We're only going to accomplish a golden brown, take them out, and we'll go in for a second fry. Look after the first fry. Now I'm gonna fry them for a second time so I can accomplish a very nice, crispy coat on there. I just wanna get all these bits and pieces out so that they don't burn. So I am going to drop these back in and get us a second fry going. Fry for just a few minutes. The first fry, they weren't crispy enough for me, and we put them back into the oil, and as you can see, we have a beautiful golden brown now on these feet. I'm gonna put these on the cooling rack. Let some of this oil drain off, and we are going to get ready to taste because I cannot wait. Ladies and gentlemen, fried chicken paws, aka fried chicken feet. How good does that second fry look? They're beautiful golden brown, and I have a sweet chili sauce to pair with it. Come on over here and let's have us a taste. Now, this is my first time, and I am going to experience and share this with you. So, it's not the most appealing looking thing, but like I said, I'll never yuck your yummy. And let's taste it. Interesting. The seasoned batter was definitely a must. The chicken feet has absorbed all of those flavors that I did put into the pressure cooker, as well as the seasoning that I added on the batter. So am I supposed to swallow it? I guess so. We do have some cartilage bony situation going on here, but the pieces are so tender from the pressure cooker, it's almost like you can just swallow it. Interesting. Fried chicken feet. Who would have thought? Yo, gang, listen. I think this is something that everybody should try. Very, very interesting consistency. The crunch is good. The seasoning is good. And definitely try it. So with that being said, make sure you check out www.yokegang.com. Pick up a t-shirt or patch, support the channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel just by watching this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, make sure that you do. I think I'm all right. So with that being said, you know I love it when things work and my oven works or my stove works, and I love y'all for life. Peace.